What's going on, nation, and welcome to another episode here on the channel as we're back here for some more gridiron action as the Memphis Tigers are on the road here once again for the second straight week as they are taking on one of their foes here in the American, and that is Navy. As this is the second year in a row now we've played at Navy on their home turf, and last season, well, if you guys remember, it was a debacle for them as they lost that game 88-13, and we came out there swinging. I think everybody, or at least everybody on offense, almost seems like they scored in that game. Now, of course, the season ended today. We would be the number 3 seed in the college football playoffs, and we would, of course, get that first round bye. But as you take a look here, Navy is 0-6, and they would love to try to get revenge on us from last season, as their team looks like they got themselves better than last year, but they're still not as good as we are. So we are the heavy favorite in that one, as today we'll be taking on them. Of course, last episode we played against the Rice Owls and had a nice victory over them. And of course, now we're trying to see if we can continue that trend that we're on right now, which is winning, as we have that Tiger blood in us right now. And of course, I'm sorry guys, I just got done watching the Charlie Sheen Netflix series, so but anyway, besides the point here, we're getting ready for a matchup here with the the Navy team. As you see here, they have lost now 5 straight. Jeez, a lot of them have been close, with the exception of that Notre Dame game, but the most recent game they've lost is, of course, against Eastern Carolina. The Pirates there did a good number on them, 28-13 in that game. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak here, and I'm sure with getting revenge on us from last season, and of course trying to avoid a six straight loss, they are going to be coming out here swinging pretty hard, and making sure that we are going to have our tail tucked between our legs and pick up our first loss of the season. And of course, we're not going to let that happen. Of course, talking to Coach Marvel about the game here today, he says, hey, last year we were doing the same thing like we're doing this year. We're just running our offense. Your job is, as the opposing team, is stop our offense from doing what we do best, and that's scoring touchdowns. And we'll see if, of course, Navy can do that here today, as they're looking to, of course, get revenge on us in this matchup. So we'll see how things go, as of course you take a look here at the box score from that last game that Navy had against Eastern Carolina, and yeah, it was a tough game there for them, and I'm sure they're looking to try to get some revenge. Landon Robinson is, of course, their defensive tackle there. He's going to be, of course, a run stopper. He's a 2-star athlete, and he's going to do his best to make sure he can plug up that line, especially against Smith, if we happen to come at him with the running game, which we will. That's our game plan, of course, run the ball, pound the rock as much as we possibly can, but I'm sure he's also going to be licking his chops to get a hold of our quarterback, and that'll be Witherspoon, who's pretty much having a unusual season for a freshman here. Normally you don't see too many freshmen come out, especially a guy like him. We got him kind of late at the end of the season last year, if you guys remember, when we were trying to do the last minutes recruiting there, and we were able to pick him up, which is I feel like it was a steal. And so far he's been doing a great job there for us. He's enjoying this so far. I don't have no sign of him wanting to leave. And of course, Coach Marvel and him have a pretty good relationship. They talk with each other daily, and of course Coach Marvel is, of course, trying to show him how he can better his game, especially in the decision making, which early on this season he had a little trouble with, but since then he's kind of grown out of that and has done an excellent job as a quarterback. Job Grant, of course, he's going to be watching the quarterback as well, as he's a middle linebacker there. Phil General, 46 tackles, or 54 tackles, 2 tackles for TFLs, and of course the deflection there for him. And of course he is going to be very eerie and very worried about where he is going to be doing to the quarterback as well. And of course the edge rushers here, you got the speed rusher with Luke Perry's there you see from Central Florida, from 6'4", 217 pounds. And of course, he will be definitely coming off the edge, and especially in the running game there, he is going to be definitely doing his best to wrestle down whoever comes out of that backfield. Doesn't matter if it's going to be Smith, Connolly, or even Witherspoon. He's going to do his best to make sure he can stop the timing of that. And of course, they're going to try to make us one-dimensional. They're going to try to force us to pass the ball, which is fine. I feel comfortable if we're in that situation. I think we have a quarterback can do it, but at the same time, if they've seen anything we've done against other teams that have tried to do that to us, Witherspoon's got a good arm. He's got a strong arm that can get us out of trouble if need be. And of course, we're not, as a freshman, we're not asking him to do too much, but he's willing to do what he needs to do to help this team out and, of course, get victories. Edmonds there, of course, he got some pretty good quickness there. He's a man-to-man corner. And, of course, there you see he's a 5'11", 194-pound corner. So he's going to definitely be matched up there pretty well, probably against either Bussey or Harris in the game. And, of course, Banks plays in more of our slot position. So I could see them probably maybe doing that, putting him up against Banks in that slot position. Of course, Banks our best receiver out there who has the most receptions and, of course, most touchdowns this season, as I believe he has 14 right now. He's the only one that has double digits when it comes to touchdown reception. So let's go ahead and get into this game as we're at the ball at the 45-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for Memphis as we lose a yard there as we try to get a quick little scamper there. We'll see now 2nd and 11 coming up, and we'll see, they're going to go. Okay, well, never mind. Smith actually breaks that up there. I think he's going to get trapped there quickly, and we're going to end up losing more yards there. 3rd and 5 coming up. We'll see here another handoff as we have another backup halfback coming in here to help us out, as that's going to be Bodyfield, as he'll get that one there. And body forward there. He'll run that one for a nice run. Now we'll see Smith here. He's galloping down the field here as he gets down to the 12-yard line. Nice hustle there from him, as that's another 1st and 10 for the Memphis Tigers. Shipmen, of course, all out there ready to go here, of course, cheering their team on. And, of course, this school does not want to see another embarrassment like they did last year, where they only scored 13 points, but almost gave up, almost close to 90 points in that game last year. As Witherspoon, of course, was not there last year. I'm sure he was probably watching that game at home. He would love to try to put, an 50 burger or a nice little 70 or 60 piece on them here. As we see a run here, and he's going to get the first touchdown of the game as Witherspoon finds himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As the Tigers on the board here first, as they'll get the first 6. As a nice run there from our quarterback, and that's what I like to see here, especially on the goal line. Taking those opportunities here, either not just with Smith, but also with Connolly, Bodyfield, and Maiden, who are backup quarterback as well. He has got pretty good running skills as well when it comes to short yardage there. So we're going to try to do more of that here on the goal line, I think, for the foreseeable future. We got no score there for the Navy, as now we'll see Smith back out here. He makes a nice run. He's going to get that one to their 38-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Memphis. As, of course, we are the number 6 team in the nation. I'm trying to say that 10 times fast. As you see a quick pass there, that's going to be to Jacoby Banks, as Banks gets the catch, and he's going to be at there at the 34. 2nd and 6 coming up, as Witherspoon here making some last-minute changes now. He's reading the defense here, and he feels like he's got a spot where he can throw this one too, as he finds Banks with a short catch there for only a few yards on the play. Of course, that's been one of his favorite targets now this season. Of course, Jacoby has 14 touchdowns right now, leading the team. We'll see now 3rd and 4 here. We'll see what he does here. And he finds a second favorite passer, that being Bussey. And, of course, Bussey is our top receiver overall-wise. But it's really tough, to throw to him, as he's covered pretty well. And when he does get the ball there, of course, you see right there, he's so covered that he ends up dropping the football there. So that's another issue that we've been trying to deal with here. and try to put some mismatches here, or try to at least find some mismatches now when it comes to that. So a lot of times we have to throw under coverage here. Really can't throw too much deep wise with Bussy. A few times here and there we can, but not too often. But he does have good speed, but just not enough to really shake off anybody. He gets that catch for the first down. We'll be at the 11-yard line now of the Midshipmen, as we'll run this one with Smith, as he's going to get inside the 5, and he's going to be stopped there just short near the 3-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball the 4-yard line as we'll run this one, and that one's going to get right at the goal line, as they're going to say that's a 1st and goal. So ball sitting on the goal line here. And, of course, now we got some pretty good options here, as we'll see now. Handoff here, and that's going to go to Body Ford there as he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers, as he is ready to rock these Midshipmen to sleep. Finds his way in the end zone. That's going to be his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, his 1st in today's game. As he is, of course, getting some work in there. And, of course, talking to Coach Marvel about that, and he said that it was something that he's wanting to do more and more so here going into later in the season. And, of course, going into the postseason, it's just giving more guys some reps here and try to take off the pressure off of the starters, who their job is during the the first couple of weeks there is to kind of set the tone of the season and kind of get their work in, and then eventually we'll start spreading the ball here a little more like we did last week against the Owls there. Get some more reps for some other backups here as well, especially if the score is run up. Right now it's 14-0 as we're looking to get to our next touchdown here, and that's going to be another touchdown. Nice job there as Witherspoon finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As the Tigers find another way to get their quarterback in the end zone. And that's a nice run there, as he is going to get another one. Yep, another one. As Witherspoon there finds his way there. This time able to hold on to the ball there on that option. And now up by 3 possessions now here, 21-0. See ourselves here this second quarter now, as we'll see the ball on the 31-yard line here. 1st and 10. Pass there. That's going to go to Doyle, but it's going to come off his shoulder pad there. Incomplete pass. Good coverage there from the defense. Now that forces us to go to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up. Witherspoon here drops back in the pocket. Good solid pocket. Throws this one up there. Right. Leaves his man. As that's going to be a nice catch there for Doyle as he gets the 1st down. Trying to cross the 50-yard line here again. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on their own 47. Witherspoon again drops back in the pocket. Looks up. Fires Doyle. Doyle had it but drops it as he was just thinking more about breaking away for that run there than catching the football that time. But that's fine. 2nd and 10 here. We'll try to give him another chance if we can see him open again. Ball still at the 47-yard line. Trying to cross the 50, and we're trying to put up a 4-possession lead here. Pass here, throwing it up there. That's a nice catch. That's going to be caught by Harris. Harris is going to take this one all the way down as he gets himself at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Memphis as they're able to move the chains again. And nice job there from Harris getting the catch. As the Midshipmen here trying to get behind their squad here, of course, in this nice primetime game. I'm sure this is probably being shown on the ESPN ABC. Pass there, that's going to be completed there, and that's going to be inside the 10, and that's going to be caught by Banks as he gets himself all the way down to the 4-yard line. Nice job there from Banks. Now well over 1,000 yards receiving here this season. He is definitely our top receiver here, and he is doing a great job here, helping us out in so many different types of ways. We can rely on him on 3rd downs, and of course on big deep passes there, and of course especially these short passes here. He usually gets huge gains after the catch there. Ball now on the 4-yard line here. 1st and goal coming up. And it's Witherspoon here taking his time here. Don't really have to hurry too much of anything here. They can really just really rely on the clock here and just kind of melt it away. Pass there. That's going to go to Doyle, and Doyle's going to find himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. As that's going to be the 4th receiving touchdown of the ball game here, for 4th touchdown of the season here for Doyle. as he finds his way in here, and that's going to be a nice run here. It's going to be now up to 4 possessions now here. Navy, hello, Navy, are you here? You guys need to get something going here, but you know, again, we're just running our offense the way how we have it planned out to be. Ball now on the 49-yard line here with Witherspoon. He's going to run this one and holds on to it as he gets a few yards on that carry. We'll jump down to a 3rd and 8. As Witherspoon here calling some audibles here. Look like he's changing some routes. As he will draw back here, looking down the field here, scramble around here, looking for a pass. He's trying to throw that one there to Harris, but Harris nowhere to be found, and that's going to be, of course, forcing him to punt. Navy takes the opportunity there, but just does not do anything with that ball. As now we'll see Smith here with the football here as we get possession here with a nice short field here from Navy. As now we'll see here ball the 16 pass there thrown is going to come off the back of the lineman there. Incomplete pass. We'll see now 2nd and 10 coming up here for Witherspoon as he was pretty much taken there quickly or hit there quickly. But he's able to find Harris there on the catch as that's going to be a 1st down. Mark him at the 2-yard line. It was actually pretty low there. If he would have threw that up, Harris would have been in the end zone. But no, we digress. We'll pass this one up the middle there, and that's going to be Bussy as he was in traffic there. And I don't know how Witherspoon fit that in that window, but that was a small window. But I guess small enough there for him to squeak that one through. And that is going to be a touchdown there for Memphis. And Memphis now, oh my goodness, this is a 5-possession lead here. As we see a pass there. Look at that window there. The defender, number 41, could have easily put his hands up and made a stop. But no such luck. Navy down by 35 here. We'll see Witherspoon now has the football, and Witherspoon going to run this one there for, of course, a nice little carry there for about a yard or 2. 2nd down coming up here. Witherspoon here scrambling around here looking for a deep pass. Decides not to go ahead and just run with it instead of passing it there. Wise decision there. That's what I'm talking about, that decision making that Coach Marvel has been working with him with this season. So see a handoff now to Smith. Smith's going to run this one. And Smith able to get that one there for enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 here, ball 22. Witherspoon here has to get rid of it, but he's going to get hit as he tried to throw that football there. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Looking out at 2nd and 10. Edge rusher doing a great job there, coming off the edge there and getting in the pocket after the quarterback. And now Smith here trying to run this one, but Smith's going to get knocked out of bounds there at the 1-yard line. He's looking for his rushing touchdown as well. But it looks like they're going to go ahead, and there's nobody in the backfield here. So now this looks like it's going to be a pass. It's going to be a nice QB blast. And that's going to go right up the middle there for our quarterback as we see him in the end zone again. Another nice rushing touchdown here for Witherspoon as he finds his way into the end zone. Nice job. As he gets a rushing touchdown once again here. I think this is his 3rd here in today's half, in this first half alone. 42-0 here, as there's a minute 15 left. Looks like this is going to be a repeat of last year here. Ball their own 41. We'll see him. Witherspoon now snaps the football here, looking down the field here, and he's going to get hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. Nice job again for the defense there. Getting the quarterback that time, not giving him much time to get that pass down the field. Now we'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up here for Witherspoon. Witherspoon looking back here. Witherspoon trying to get some good blocking. That time he does. Finds Banks. Banks going to get this one there, and he's going to be stopped there at the 40 there in Midshipmen territory. 1st and 10 after the pass, and the pass is going to be completed there. Nice run there from Smith as he realized he needs to bounce back inside for that block. And he's going to get down to the 32-yard line of the Midshipmen. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Tigers. As, of course, they have a nice 42-point lead here. And this is going to be a very long night. As we see a great pass there thrown to Doyle. As he finds his way there, as he's going to get that one near the 3-yard line. Now 3,021 yards now for Witherspoon here this season. freshman really doing a great job here, stepping up, showing that leadership here, and of course taking some chances down the field here. Again, we're not asking him to do that too often here, but when he is told to do so, he's usually pretty accurate about doing it. Ball on the 3-yard line. It will be a 1st and goal here for the Memphis Tigers. 40 seconds left here in the half. We're looking for a pass up the middle there, and that's going to be caught. Great catch there. And that's going to be a touchdown there for Hawkins. Hawkins able to get in the end zone as well. That's going to be his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season, his 1st in today's game. And the Memphis Tigers now have a 49-point lead, or soon to be a 49-point lead here, as they find themselves in the end zone once again. Hawkins does a great job there. And that right there, a little dangerous there, kids. You don't want to do that, especially when you have a defender sitting right there. He's lucky enough he did not realize that ball was going to be coming towards him, as he's, of course, sitting right there watching us. Now, actually, at that time, it was number 39 there, sitting there as a, of course, as a spy. 3rd and 10 coming up here for now. We'll see here is actually the backup coming in here. It's going to be Maiden, as he will now come in here and take some reps as well. So Coach Marvel's seen enough here now from their QB, 1st-string QB Witherspoon. Now he's bringing in Maiden. So we'll see what Maiden can do. Of course, 4th and 1 coming up. They're just, again, out here just trying to get some reps to some of the 2nd-string guys here. We've got a few 2nd-string guys here I can notice here in this game right now. Of course, you might as well. It's 49-3 now at this point, because Navy's able to finally score. As Connolly here runs this one there. Nice run there for him, as he'll just be short there, as he'll be marked at the 50-yard line. We'll see a 2nd and about a foot. Handoff, and it's going to be Maiden here, as he's going to run this one down the field. Great job there as he holds on to the football on that nice hit. And that's going to give him to the 31-yard line. Moving the chains once again. We'll see what they can do here on this 1st and 10. 4:10 left, I should say, left here in the 3rd quarter. Maiden here drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, throws this one up there. That's going to be caught. Nice job, as Banks is still in the ball game here. Banks wants to get some more reps now, and that's going to get him there to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, move the chains once again for the Tigers. As the Tigers doing a great job here, just continuing to be on the prowl as a sophomore. Makes a nice catch there, as he is having an excellent night here. Of course, we have not, we've seen him already. We haven't seen him get it in zone just yet. Looking at my notes here. So now Connolly has the ball here. Connolly now runs this one here, and that's no problem breaking the tackles, finding himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers, as that's going to be Connolly's 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, his 1st one of the night. And we could be seeing more from him the way this game's going right now, as Memphis leads it now here, soon to be 56-3 here. As, of course, Coach Marvel believes in sportsmanship here. That's why he's been putting in a lot of the 2nd-string guys, both here on the skill players, as well as some of the linemen here. As we'll see a handoff here for Connolly. Connolly trying to break that tackle, but he is going to only get back to line of scrimmage on that play. We'll see it now. A 3rd and 10 coming up here for Maiden. Maiden here will drop back in the pocket here, looks up, throws this one up there, and that's going to be picked off, and could be a good position here now, as we see the Midshipmen now finally getting their defense alive here. As Maiden's like, yeah, that was on me. As Diehart is going to get the catch there, the corner. And it's a little good job, a little bit of a good pressure there, but nonetheless, great job there reading the quarterback's eyes and seeing where he's going. They do not score any points on that turnover, even though they had a short field. As now, of course, we'll get the ball back to where we actually threw the pick at. So probably not much of anything. The Navy might have get a quick turnover or some sort there to us or something. I don't know. This game is not looking too good for them, as you obviously can tell. As now Maiden comes out here. Gives the handoff there to Connolly for a nice run. We'll see what he can do now here on 2nd and 5. And of course, taking his time here, using the clock. Hand off to Connolly again. Connolly just having a great time here on the run. He has no problem getting down the field. We'll see now, 1st and 10, ball near midfield. Looks like they're maybe going back to the running game here. No, they're going to go back. Oh, yeah, no, they're going to go with the running game here. Maiden's not going to run this one himself. It looks nice little spin move there, and finally getting taken down there at the 31. And it looks like the defender was a little upset about that little spin move that we put on him. Kind of broke his ankles there on that one. 1st and 10. Hand off here in the 4th quarter as Maiden here again. This time he's going to run it on the right-hand side. Going to take this one all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nice run there from him. And like I said, we're using those opportunities. We put the 2nd-string quarterback in here and see what he can do on the run, as he has really good running ability as well. We just got to make it getting a little sharper now here, as we got to do a better job here as we see that ball being broken up. And that one, thank goodness, was not an interception. Ball the 5-yard line here. We'll see 2nd and goal coming up. As Maiden here again passes this one there. And that's going to be a good read there. As number 41 is going to be able to take this one and get a nice interception there. Nice job there for the linebacker. Able to snag that one right out of there. And you see Maiden thinking to himself, like, what happened? Shamir Barber, the junior, middle linebacker coming in here. Just snatches that one out of the air. And it gets possession now for Navy. Navy, of course, does not do anything with that possession, as they're still only with 3 points. 56-3 here as we get the ball back, and we'll see what our quarterback can do. Oh, nice job there, shaking the boots, the cleats off of that defender, getting that one down to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Tigers, as we'll see Connolly here breaks off a few tackles before finally getting wrapped up and being taken down there near the 20-yard line of the Midshipmen. As the ball now here at the 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. I imagine they'll probably go to the pass here to kind of get themselves relieved from that passing, or from the running game there. But that's going to be a complete pass again. Another dangerous throw there for Maiden, as that's going to be now 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 20-yard line. Maiden here dropping back in the pocket, looking down the field here. Goes up here, tosses one up there. That's going to be caught. And that's going to go get to the 16-yard line. 3rd and 7. Got to get this one inside the 10-yard line to get the 1st down. Drop back here from Maiden. Maiden's here going to drop back here, throw this one in. I think that one he just threw a little too soon, as this one is trying to go back for a pick 6 here. And I think that's what's going to happen, as they're trying to chase him down. Can they make it stop? They do. And they stop him there at their own 10-yard line. Nice reception there, and Maiden there. You see he is beside himself there, as he is going to get this one to the junior Lastly. And that's going to get them the first touchdown of the day there for them. It's now 56-10, as we've now seen 3 turnovers in a row by this 2nd-string offense here. Of course, Maiden doesn't see the offense, doesn't see the field too often here, but that is not acceptable here. I think we need to run the ball just a little bit more with him. We'll see a pass here being thrown. Oh my goodness, that was tipped away. But then now we're seeing another flag. We're seeing a flag here on the first ones, and it's Harris. He touched as he went out of bounds and came back in, and that's illegal touching. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 10, as Maiden here throws this one up there, and he gets hit as he throws. And again, he's got to do a better job there. I know he's trying to find somebody down the field here, but at the same time, if you don't find nobody, get rid of the football there, as he gets hit, smacked hard there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. We'll be forced to punt. It's now 1st and 10, ball in their own 15 with just about 3 minutes left here in this game. Memphis still has, of course, they're going to win this ball game here, pretty much hands down, as we see Conlon there runs this one. They're just trying to run out the clock as much as we possibly can. Now with 2:40 left here, we'll hand this one off to Connolly again. Connolly looking for a good block, and he's only going to get 2 yards on that carry. So now, looks like we're going to have to rely on the pass here. See, now 3rd and 7. Connolly here, or I should say, Maiden gets hit hard there in the backfield there. But that's it, pretty much it, as Navy will, of course, get the ball back there after that punt. and get as far as getting a field goal. Win this one, or of course we win this one 56-13 is your final here in this one. So not the beating that we gave them last year, but we gave them another good beating. They scored as many points as they did last year against us, so really we didn't murder them too bad. We were being reasonable with it, but they only scored as many points as they got from us last year, so that's not bad at all. I like that. So final score 56-13. As we'll take a look here, 38 first downs to their 7. 574 yards total offense to their 212. Rushing yards, 37 carries for 320 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns for the Tigers. 40 carries for 143 yards and a touchdown for the Midshipmen. Passing wise, 20 of 39, 3 touchdowns, 6 for 16, no touchdowns there for them. And of course, third down conversions, we were at 40% at 4 for 10. They were 4 for 17 at 23% there. Third down conversions, we went once for 100%. And of course, turnovers, it was tough. That was from our second string there. 3 interceptions in today's game. That made the Shipmen +2 as we got a turnover on them as well, as it was, I believe, an interception on their quarterback as well. Woodson, of course, that was a touchdown or the interception that we got off of him. Not a really good day there for their Woodson, their quarterback there, but there you see on the ground, 17 of 44 for him. Receiving wise, tough night. Bull was the only one that really got any more than 30 yards. 2 catches for 35 yards for the ball game, and there you see their defensive numbers as well. A couple TFLs, a sack, and of course 3 interceptions that we've seen that were on back-to-back drives, which was irritating. I'm not gonna lie, it was really irritating. I could not believe it. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, somebody got to get open. Maiden may not be the guy that we can rely on because he doesn't see the field that often, but it's like, come on, really? Like, it's just like, wow. Now all of a sudden, now you want to not blow coverage and. But yeah, of course, I think they're still their first string guys out there, and we had our second string, so that that makes a difference there. But yeah, on the field there for us, Witherspoon, of course, 15 of 24, 187, 3 touchdowns. He has now a total of 35 touchdowns for the season. Of course, Maiden, 5 of 15, 3 interceptions. He had a sack as well. Smith, 10 carries, 111 yards, and no touchdowns there. Ouch. I feel bad. I should have got him in the end zone there. Connolly, 12 carries for 84 yards, a touchdown. Maiden, 5 carries for 59 yards. Witherspoon, of course, had a big day on the ground as well. 8 carries for 50 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Bodyford, 2 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown. Banks, no touchdowns for him, but he had 6 catches for 80 yards. Doyle, 3 catches for 50 with a touchdown. Hawkins, 3 catches for 40, a touchdown. And Bussey had 3 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. Harris, 3 catches for 40. And, of course, defensively, we had some nice guys there as well. McFadden from Arkansas has committed to us. He will be signed with us as well. And, of course, there are some of our defensive stars there. Of course, you've seen that, but I just want to make sure we get those names out. Miller, 8 tackles, half a sack. Israel, 3 tackles, INT. It'd be his second of the year. White, 3 tackles, a sack. He has now 10 half sacks for the season. I think he's leading us right now in that. 3 tackles, TFL, and a half a sack for Flaker. And Spears, he's been making some big plays now, I've noticed as well, making some noise, as he has 2 tackles for a TFL, his 5th TFL this season. And of course, as you see there, we're ranked number 4 in the nation, so a lot of good things going on this past week with, of course, a nice win. Quarterback had a great game, both in the air and in the ground. And, of course, we got to recruit. And now we get ready for the next game coming up here, as that's going to be against the 7-4 Florida Atlantic. So we'll take on Florida Atlantic. We'll be back at home finally. Jeez, been on the road for 2 weeks straight. We have not had some good home cooking. It'll be nice to see everybody back at the stadium there as we get ready for today's game. The next game, I should say, not today's game, but the next game in the next episode. So stay tuned for week 14. That'll be episode 29. as the Memphis Tigers are back home taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls in that matchup there. We cannot wait to see how this one's going to roll out. They are currently 6-1 in the American, so this is going to be a good one, and I'm sure Florida Atlantic is looking to try to knock off one of the top 4 teams in the nation. Of course, we'll see where we're at. I think we might have bumped up in the college football playoffs. I think now we might be the either number 3 seed or number 2 seed in that. We'll have to find out and see coming up in the next video. So if you guys are looking forward to the next video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to be uploaded to the channel. Of course, don't forget to follow us on social media, especially on Twitter. And of course, don't forget to check us out on our main channel here on YouTube at ESGNet plus or ESGNet, as we got great content over there, as well as we got or I should say ESGNet plus LP. That's what it is. We're on ESGNet. You're on the main channel here now. So the second channel, ESGNet plus LP. We've got a nice coaching carousel with Sheldon Sherman, as well as Madden and so much other content over there as well. There's so much going on with both channels right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.